Hello.
What?
I was wondering if I'm allowed to tell a joke on this new thing you're doing.
I would rather you didn't, Mr. Sampson. We don't really have time on
Well,
this.
I'm going to tell one because, I want to.
Okay, fine, but make it quick, okay, please?
Yes, this joke takes 20 minutes to tell.
Do something shorter. I'm not putting up with this time. You can tell a
I'm
quick...
just kidding. It's a quick joke that you cut from our Halloween special, so it's a little bit spooky. But I wanted to tell it anyway, because it's that good. This is a good joke. You're going to like it.
Okay, fine.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
Why did the ghost disappear after it was frightened?
Why did the ghost disappear after it was frightened? I don't know, Mr. Sampson.
What happened was, it got scared sheetless.
Oh.
It was scared sheetless.
I get it, Mr. Sampson.
Because ghosts are often a sheet with one or two holes cut out, depending on how many eyes they have.
You don't need to explain it any further, Mr. Sampson.
Then he lost his... I think it's pretty clear what I was doing with that one.
Yeah, you can actually get out of here if you don't mind. I was in the middle of something.
I'm going to leave, but I'll be back. You haven't seen the last of me because I haven't even talked about my podcast.
Don't start this on this show, Mr. Sampson. We don't want to hear about your podcast, please.
I'm going to tell a story.
No, there's not time for a story today, okay? Scram.
Okay,
Get out of here.
fine, but I'm not going quietly.
Oh, he never does. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyway.
Hey, Dan.
What, computer?
We're getting a phone call. Do you want me to patch it through or ignore it like you do with all other phone calls?
Patch it through, I guess. That's fine.
Hello, my name is Mr. Sampson, and I'm calling from my room.
Oh, gross. That's your room?
I thought this would be a good way to get your attention so that I can tell a story, a fairy tale. Yes, that's what I do. I tell fairy tales, and here's my favorite one from when I was a little boy, when I was just a little boy.
You better actually know this story, Mr. Sampson.
Yes, it's okay that I'm telling this. Here we go.
What? I didn't...
Once upon a time, there was an idiot.
Hey!
That's quite funny. Okay, for real. Once upon a time, this village idiot who was someone else, was bragging to the king that his daughter could spin yarn into gold. And why was he telling the king this? Because he was an idiot. So, the king said, I'd better have that gold, for I am king of this room. And so the man said to his daughter, well, you've got some things to figure out so that we don't get killed for treason by the king of this room. So she said, oh geez, I'm in quite a fix. So she found a little a boglin?
Hey, that's racist.
Sorry, a goblin. And she said, oh, here's my exact situation, goblin. Could you do something? And he said, do you know, it just so happens I can do the exact thing you need. Isn't that crazy? And so then she said, okay, well, yes, do solve my problems. And he said, I will be happy to, but I have some terms. You see, I can, what was her thing? I can help with the straw to gold. I can help turn the stuff to gold for the king. But you, my dear, you have to, give me your first child. Bum, bum, bum.
Is that it?
No, that's not it. Here's more of this.
Oh.
So, well, so she got these powers, I suppose, and she went in front of the king and she turned the straw to gold, and her family were not put to some sort of very cruel medieval death. which was lucky if you were her or her father. So, she then grew up and got married and was going to have a baby. Oh my, this story. So, well, wouldn't you know it? The Boglin came back.
Hey!
Sorry, the Goblin came back. And he said, so you promised to give me that child, and when it's born, you know, it's going to belong to me, and it'll be my soup or whatever this thing wanted to do to a baby. So she said, no, there's got to be a way that I won't have to give you the baby I'm growing in my little tom-tom. It's getting bigger and due to be born any second. And he went away and said, no, there's nothing you could do. But then he was muttering under his breath, if she can guess my name, then no one has to hold up their deal if they know my name. It makes perfect sense. And so, but she overheard him. So, but he was by then muttering so low that, so I don't really, anyway, she needed to know his name. So, she had the baby 10 seconds after he left. He missed the whole thing, and it was crazy. So then he came back, and he said, everyone drop everything, but, not the baby, because it's mine, and I don't want it damaged. And she said, no, you don't get the baby because, well, I know your name. And he said, no, you'll not. You can't guess my name. And she said, yes, your name is Jeff. And he said, my name's not Jeff. And she said, She said, I meant your last name is just kidding, I was making a joke. And they laughed, and the baby laughed. But then she said, for real, I don't have to give you this child, for I know that your name is, Pumpernickel. No, his name was, your name is Rumplemints. Yes, you're intoxicatingly refreshing. Ah, no, I know it's not Rumplemints. Your name is, Rumple-Dumple. Yes, his name was Rumple-Dumple. And, no, okay. So, then the Goblin said, well, my dear, the person telling the story has forgotten my name, so I get the child. This is over, and I'm going to train the child to do tricks that I can watch, like winning spelling bees or something that you would read. So that was it, and everyone was sad, except then she said, no, you can't take my child because she called Detective Olivia Benson from the NYPD's SVU team, and Sergeant Benson said, you can't take this. You're breaking so many laws. You're not allowed to steal children even for favors, and we're taking you to the judge, who is going to throw the book at you, and the book is heavy because it's the Bible. Yes, the good book, some call it. And then Ice-T showed up too, and he said something cool, and the the peasant girl raised her baby, and he grew up to be Don King. And that's the story of Don King.
I don't even know.
Well, I think this was my best one yet.
You don't know these stories you're trying.
Everyone agrees. Don't you hear them? I can hear their thoughts.
You can't hear anything. You don't.
I can hear everything. And speaking of hearing, you should hear my podcast and these unsolved mysteries. Phil, hit it. We're doing a dance.
Don't hit
a
it,
dance
Phil.
number. A song number.
Get out of here.
A dance. Goodbye. Okay, I'm hanging up now. Bye. Goodbye. See ya.
This is the worst.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. I can't help but apologize. I don't.
Man, oh man, I don't think that's how the story goes.
No kidding, Puppet. Can you believe him?
I can't believe you just allow him to pop up like that and interrupt what you're trying to do.
Exactly. Hey, wait a second. You get out of here too, Puppet. I am so sick of this. I'm just trying to play songs so that I can find the key that'll get me home.